everybody, it's Keren here from tuppencecoloured.co.uk, and thank you very much for joining me for another Sale-a-bration Saturday. And there aren't going to be many more Sale-a-bration Saturdays because we're almost at the end of March, and once March is over, that is it, no more Sale-a-bration. So if you want to get something for absolutely free every time you spend £45 in one transaction before postage and packing from any of the Stampin' Up catalogues, then you need to do something about it now, okay? Because before long it'll be gone, and when it's gone, it is gone. So what am I going to be playing with today? Well, I'm going to be playing with one of my very favourites, which is Hey Chick. And I have to be honest, when I first saw this, I wasn't really terribly impressed. I thought, can't see myself using that very often. But I have to say, it is one that I have gone to again and again and again. So I've really surprised myself with that one. And I'm also going to be using one of the things that is in the supplement which came out on the 21st of February, and that is the glimmer paper. Those colours are absolutely gorgeous, and I'm getting my hands on those while I still can. So stay with me and I'll show you what I'm going to make. As well as the Hey Chick stamps and the glimmer paper, and I'm using the mint macaron colour today, I've got a little piece of Whisper White for stamping on, some basic black ink to do my stamping with, and also some mint macaron ink. I have some blender pens. Got distracted, it didn't work. Start again. Okay, and so as well as the Hey Chick stamps and the glimmer paper, and I'm going to be using the mint macaron, I've got a scrap of Whisper White for stamping on, and I've got my basic black ink pad and some mint macaron. I have my Stampin' Right markers, and it's Peekaboo Peach, Flirty Flamingo and Sweet Sugar Plum. And I've got a blender pen. This is one of the mini egg cartons which are in the Spring Summer catalogue. And I've got Sweet Sugar Plum re-inker. I'm going to be using dies from the Sunshine Sayings set, and I have a piece of Sweet Sugar Plum DSP from the In Colour stack, and I've just taken the full piece of 12 by 12 and cut it to 3 inches wide, and I've also got the ovals layering framelets. Got alcohol in my little spray bottle here, and I'm going to add in some drops of Sweet Sugar Plum re-inker. I've got about 15 drops in there, but quite a strong solution. I'm just going to tap that down, put the top back on the bottle. There we go. Got a bit of paper towel here, so I'm just going to test the spray on there. Okay, and that's giving quite a nice colour. So now I'm ready to spray my egg carton, and I've got my mat down to protect my surface, and I'm just going to spray. You could use water, but alcohol will dry quicker, and it won't wet the surface quite so much, which, you know, I'm using quite a bit here. Probably going to use all of this bottle full. Yes, I'm coming to the end of it now. And There we are, that's pretty much exhausted that. So I'm going to go and let that dry, and I'm going to go and wash my hands. That's had time to dry, and so before I go any further, I'm going to fill it. Okay, because that's had time to dry, so now I'm going to fill it. And I'm going to put some of this stuff in, which I found in the pound shop. It's called Easter grass, and you get quite a lot of it for £1. And I'm going to make it into a sort of a nest shape there, and try and poke it as evenly as possible into the little indentations for the eggs, okay, to keep my eggs nice and safe. And it's a fairly vivid green, but you know what? I think it goes quite well with the sweet sugar plum, don't you? Now, I've picked up kind of plastic filler eggs and all sorts of things, because in the run up to Easter, this kind of thing is available all sorts of places for reasonable cost. But I came across these in Sainsbury's, and they are chocolate eggs. And look at the colours! I mean, that is definitely very sweet sugar plum, and that is very definitely Bermuda Bay, and that I would say is pretty good for, I don't know, is it Daffodil Delight, do you think? Yeah, but anyway, because it's so much like sweet sugar plum, that is what I'm going to put into my little egg indentations, just like that. And now let's bring that up and close that over, and I'm ready to make the belly band to go around the outside. I've done a bit of work ahead of time, and I've stamped up my hen and the hey chick onto a piece of Whisper White using the basic black archival ink. And now I'm going to do a little bit of colouring. Now, I picked up Whisper White, and really I probably would have been better off picking up the shimmering white, because Whisper White doesn't really stand up well to getting a lot of moisture. This is a blending mat. It's not a Stampin' Up product, but they are widely available. You could use a piece of acetate, you know, that would be fine. Just something to lay your ink down on. And I'm using the Mint Macaron ink pad, because I don't actually have the Stampin' Right markers in these in colours. I have them in the newer ones, but not in the older ones. And you know, these, but it's exactly the same ink. Okay, so I've just laid a bit of that down onto my blending mat, and as I said, a piece of acetate will work just as well, or if you have one of those what you call them, the craft sheets, that'll work as well. And I'm just laying down a few colours directly on to my blending mat. And these are the colours that I think I'm going to use. I may not use them all. I may go away and, you know, get another colour. So I have my blending pen, and I'm going to start, actually, I'm going to go straight in with the fine end of the, this one is Peekaboo Peach, and I'm going to go straight in with the fine end, and I'm just going to colour the chicken's beak just a little bit with that, and I'm also going to colour her legs. Now when I laid the colour down onto my mat, and I've also got Sweet Sugar Plum and Flirty Flamingo on there, when I laid those down, I just put them with the other end of the marker, which is a brush tip. And these markers are marvellously versatile. If you followed me for any length of time, you may have heard me say that I am not a colourer-innerer, but actually when I'm using these, sometimes I am. So I'm picking up some of the Sweet Sugar Plum on my on my blender pen, and I'm just going to colour in a few places. And this is going to be a fairly monochromatic project. Okay. And I'm trying to put as little moisture onto the paper as I possibly can. And now I'm just going to wipe the end of that blender pen until there's no colour coming off it, and pick up another colour. So let's have the the Peekaboo Peach this time. And as you can see, I'm leaving a lot of white. And I'm just playing. That's as much colouring as I want to do on there, and now I'm going to cut it out with one of the layering ovals. So this is the second to largest, and I think that is going to be about the right size. And while I am over at the Big Shot, I'm going to take my glimmer paper and this die, and I'm just going to cut out that little segment there, and I'm going to cut 4 of them. So I'm going to go away and do that right now, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue these pieces onto the back of the oval so that they make a sort of a flourish all around it, and I'm going to use my wet glue to do that. And I'm going to be quite generous with it. I'll just pop that on and see how that looks. So I'm going to put one at the top, and then I'll have one at the bottom. And because when I cut these pieces out, I sort of cut into like the corners of the glimmer sheet, and I did use my precision base plate, and there are a couple of little teeny bits there that haven't quite come out, but because I'm only going to be hiding those, I'm not worrying about it. I'm not getting all. There we go. So we'll give that a couple of seconds to dry, and then we'll start putting everything together. Let's put all of these pieces together now. So I'm going to take my piece of DSP and I'm going to wrap it round the egg box. And as you will see, it just fits. There's no overlap there at all. So I'm just going to take a piece of ordinary clear sticky tape. Okay, don't need anything fancy. Oh, I don't want to lose the end. Come back. Just the ordinary stuff that you get at the stationers. It'll be fine. Put my end there. I'm just going to wrap that around so that it's nice and snug. Okay, and the edges do just lap up together. And I'm just going to tape that in place with my piece of sticky tape. I've actually got a bit too much there, so I'm just going to shove that in. Right, and that will stop it from galloping around while I'm doing the rest to it. Okay, so make sure that that's nice and snug and it's in the place where I want it. And here's my medallion to go on the top, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back, and I'm only going to put them on 1/2, so that actually that one needs to go a little bit more that way, so that when you take it apart you don't have to destroy the whole thing. Half of it will come away and the other half won't. And you could just slide the belly band off, but because of that tape underneath, no, it hasn't stuck, we're okay. take the backing off the dimensionals. And I could have just stuck this straight down to the paper, of course I could, but we like dimensionals. They give things a bit of added interest, I always think. Okay, right, and I'm just going to centre that onto my egg box, my egg carton here, and there we go. And there is a lovely little Easter gift all wrapped up. And there it is, finished. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if so, then don't forget to like, share and to subscribe, and do leave me a comment. I do love to read them, or hop on over to my Facebook page, the details are below this video, and show me a picture of what you've been up to. I would really like to see it. But for now, thank you very, very much for joining me, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.